So we have our third question up here. It's still the same direction, multiplying polynomials. We're at question number 15. Remember, we'll have 20 questions that you can look over. The third unit test is going to be on Monday through Alex. So we have question number 15. Notice it has two terms. It's a binomial, and this is also two terms, binomial. Remember, the plus and the minus separates the two terms. Because this is a binomial and this is a binomial, we're going to draw our big rectangle. And this is, again, for me, I'll make this rows and I'll make this columns. You can do it any way you want. Here's my two rows, row 1, row 2. Two columns, column 1, column 2. And then because these are both size 2s, doesn't matter if you put this on top or if you put this over to the left. So I guess I'll put this over to the left, 8w, and then bring over the sign, -3. And that means this one has to go on top, 8w with a +3. Once you do that, we're going to fill in the individual squares. We already told you. For the same letters, just add the exponents. 1 to the left, 1 on top, w squared. And the coefficients, just multiply 8 times 8, and that's 64. For this one, it's the 3 and the 8w that intersect. Constant times the coefficient, you can do. You get 24. Now there's no w's here, but 1 here, so you still have to bring over the 1w. Remember, we're adding 0 plus 1, you still have 1 here. This corner, remember, +8 times a -3, we're going to get a -24. 1w, 0w, you still have 1 here. And then -3 times a +3, we're going to get a -9. Once each individual squares are done, we are done adding the exponents. We're just going to look for like terms. For like terms, you have to have the same variable and exponent. So w squared and w first you cannot combine, but these two you can. See how they line up diagonal? We'll start with our highest degree first, 64 w squared. Notice there's no other w squared, so we're good with this. These two are like. Now notice this is a positive and this is a negative. When you have a positive and negative, we subtract. Now notice 24 minus 24 is 0. So occasionally you will get this. If you get a 0, that means you don't even have any w's, because 0, w to the first, 0 times anything is still 0. So these, because they are additive inverses, cancel each other out altogether. And then you have your -9. So here's our final answer, 64w squared minus 9.